A quiet Texas neighborhood is shaken by a horrifying crime. A wife discovers her trusted police officer husband in the most unimaginable betrayal, leading to a devastating act of violence. What truly happened inside that home, and why did it escalate to such a tragic conclusion? Welcome to the Tales Across Times, where we explore the most chilling and heart-wrenching true crime stories from around the globe. Today, we delve into a case of betrayal and heartbreak that rocked an entire community. Stay with us as we unravel the harrowing details of a family torn apart by a devastating secret. The Martinez family lived in a serene Texas suburb known for its quiet streets, manicured lawns, and strong sense of community. Nestled among charming houses, their home seemed the picture of happiness. David Martinez, a dedicated and respected police officer, was well regarded by neighbors, known for his friendly demeanor and commitment to serving the community. Sarah, his wife, was the cornerstone of the family, a devoted mother who worked tirelessly to support their children, particularly Emily, their 13-year-old daughter with special needs. Emily's challenges required a unique blend of patience and care, and Sarah rose to the task with unwavering love. Together, the couple appeared to be a model family, a loving marriage of over 15 years, and a life seemingly built on trust and unity. However, behind the idyllic facade, subtle cracks were forming. While Sarah focused on nurturing their children, David's long hours at work began to feel more like an escape. Little did the close-knit community know that beneath the surface, secrets and tensions were brewing, seeds of a tragedy that would soon shatter the peaceful neighborhood forever. The Martinez marriage began to strain under the weight of unspoken issues. David, once deeply attentive to his family, grew increasingly distant. His warm smile at family dinners became a rare sight, replaced by cold silence and distraction. Late-night shifts at the police department, once a badge of his dedication, became more frequent and unpredictable. Sarah, initially understanding of his demanding career, started to sense something amiss. David's behavior became erratic. He was secretive with his phone, keeping it close at all times and often locking it when Sarah entered the room. His once reliable schedule shifted unpredictably, with vague explanations for why he needed to stay late or leave at odd hours. Adding to her unease, Sarah noticed changes in Emily's demeanor. The lively, curious girl seemed withdrawn and nervous around her father, her bubbly personality dimmed by an air of unease. Suspicion gnawed at Sarah, but she hesitated to confront David directly. The tension in their marriage simmered beneath the surface, creating an oppressive atmosphere in the house. Sarah's instincts told her something was wrong, but she couldn't yet imagine the devastating truth waiting to be uncovered. The stage was set for a shocking revelation that would change everything. It was a quiet evening when Sarah decided to return home early, eager to surprise her family. The house was unusually silent as she entered, her footsteps echoing softly against the wooden floor. She noticed the faint glow of light spilling out from Emily's bedroom, where she thought she'd find her daughter peacefully reading or asleep. But what she walked in on froze her to the core. David, her husband, was inappropriately close to Emily. For a moment, Sarah couldn't process what she was seeing. The scene felt surreal, like a nightmare she desperately wanted to wake up from. Her heart pounded in her chest, her breath caught in her throat. The betrayal and horror were suffocating. As the weight of the moment sunk in, her shock quickly gave way to an all-encompassing rage. This was the man she trusted, the father of her children, someone who should have been their protector. The fury and despair coursing through her were unlike anything she'd ever felt before. Her hands trembled, her mind racing between wanting to scream, to cry, or to act. Torn between her instinct to shield her daughter and her overwhelming anger, Sarah's thoughts became a whirlwind of chaos. Time seemed to stand still as she stood in the doorway, her world shattering in front of her. What should she do? Confront him? Call the police? The turmoil gripped her, But what she would decide next would forever change the course of her life. Sarah, consumed by a storm of emotions, betrayal, disbelief, helplessness, and unrelenting fury, staggered from Emily's room. Tears blurred her vision as she stumbled into her own bedroom, where she knew David's handgun was stored. The cold weight of the weapon in her hand mirrored the icy rage now gripping her heart. She stormed back, her voice trembling as she demanded answers from David. Their argument escalated quickly, the pain of her shattered trust fueling her accusations. David attempted to deny, to deflect, but Sarah's emotions erupted uncontrollably. In a moment of unbearable tension, Sarah made the unthinkable decision. The sound of the gunfire shattered the silence of the house, followed by a scream from Emily. The tragic spiral of events continued, with Sarah's torment turning on herself. The once loving home was now drenched in an irreversible tragedy that left a community grappling for answers to unimaginable questions. The silence of the once peaceful neighborhood was shattered by the flashing lights of police cars arriving at the Martinez home. Officers entered cautiously, finding Sarah in a state of shock, the handgun still in her trembling hands. Tears streamed down her face as she immediately confessed to what had transpired. The discovery of David and Emily's bodies left law enforcement stunned. As investigators pieced together the details, Sarah's allegations against David came to light. They uncovered evidence supporting her claims, digital traces, troubling messages, and signs of prior abuse that had gone unnoticed or ignored. The community was left reeling. Neighbors who had admired the family expressed their disbelief, struggling to reconcile the facade of a perfect life with the dark reality